Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get a little caffeinated, won't we? Shall we? If I can turn my glass around or my cup around without burning everything. Oh, wow. That is interesting. Great smell. So our coffee today, we're still diving into some of these Hiker's Brew coffee. This is called Hazy Hiker. Hazy Hiker. And this is a hazelnut flavored coffee. You definitely get a lot of that hazelnut. There's a bit of a sweetness there, and very smooth. It almost has like a little bit of a kind of a citrusy thing to it too. It's not, well, they don't really say it's supposed to, but it's very good. Medium roast, smooth. So this is a Brazilian Colombian Brazilian blend. And kind of a cool thing about Hiker's Brew is for every order that you do, they plant a tree. So I thought that was pretty neat. And they make a pretty darn good cup of joe. Each of these, it's like a four cup sort of single-use type of deal. I use half of the pouch, and that tends to make a pretty full French press full of coffee. So let's go ahead and move on. I figured we'd do some snacking today. I had some recent additions, I guess, to the pantry from Cooking Panda. So if you haven't watched the Cooking Panda videos, go back. I love Cooking Panda. I think the value for what you get is super, super high. And we have a couple of snacks. Our first one here is from the ground up. This is some cauliflower tortilla chips with sea salt. Cauliflower is, it's kind of one of those things that nobody liked for a long while because, you know, you do have to cook it in the right way. But then it started pervading into, like, pizza crust and snacks and everything. So let's see how it tastes in chip form. Ingredients: cassava, don't know what that is, sunflower oil, cauliflower, chia seeds, sea salt, vegetable blend, which is a blend of spinach, broccoli, carrot, tomato, beet, and shiitake mushrooms, and garlic, parsley, celery seed. They're pretty darn good, actually. Mild flavor, definitely puts you in mind of a tortilla chip. Certainly gets that cauliflower taste in there. And definitely get the garlic and some of that sea salt too. The vegetable blend seems a little bit lost here, but a good addition, I guess. Not bad. I like these. Those are actually pretty good. Next up, we have Papa's Skinless Popcorn Pops. They call them sweet and salty. I call them we'll see about that. A whole new popcorn experience, they claim. Let's see here. Why am I creating a new popcorn? Well, my grandkids love traditional popcorn. However, it doesn't always love them. What? Get out of here. Yeah, pretty simple ingredients list. Corn, sunflower oil, organic cane sugar, salt, organic tapioca starch. Oh, okay, so they're puffs. Little puffy deals. Get out of the bag. It reminds me of a rice cake. Except more, you know, obviously more corn flavor. Let's get a handful. Definitely on the sweeter side. Yeah, I mean, they're fine. It kind of reminds me of like, what is it? The Smacks cereal. Honey Smacks? Honey Smacks. It's interesting. I don't know, but it tastes like cereal. Tastes like cereal. Let's move on. For our last snack here, we have from HighKey mini cookies, and these are snickerdoodles. I thought that would be pretty appropriate. And a little resealable bag here. Oh, that's cute. Little tiny cookies. Okay. Made with almond flour. First time. Well, maybe not the first time, but very rarely does stevia not stick out like a sore thumb. This does have stevia in it. It also has monk fruit, coconut oil, butter, eggs, vanilla, cinnamon. But yeah, it employs that almond flour, which can be quite crumbly, and they are quite crumbly cookies. I think just sweet enough, just enough cinnamon in there. Definitely get that butter, but they have pretty cleverly hid the artificial sweeteners. Or, well, yeah, the sweetener blend, the monk fruit and the stevia. I guess it's not technically artificial, I guess. But anyway, not bad. Not bad at all. Generally not a fan of some of the sweetening alternatives. So, not bad. All right, last thing I'm going to show you here. This was last minute. I was at the store just getting my random stuff that I normally get. And I came across a hot sauce, and I figured I'd share it with you. So, I don't know how widely spread Boar's Head is, but Boar's Head effectively took over all the delis. Like seemingly, at least in most of the places in Ohio that I frequent. Excuse me. So Boar's Head, pretty decent stuff. They also, throw out sausages and pepperonis and, like the harder rolls and everything. But I saw on the shelf that they also have a hot sauce. So this is Boar's Head jalapeno pepper sauce. Hot and spicy. And, seems like a good consistency here. Ingredients: red ripened jalapeno peppers, vinegar, salt, and spices. So pretty simple. Packaged in New York. Let's check it out. Smells sour. Smells pretty sour. Get a little bit on the spoon. That's a lot of it, but it's fine. Let's down the hatch. One more taste tester here. Let's make sure I have an accurate view on this. Okay. So, jalapeno's decent. There's a little bit of spice here. Kind of hits a little bit later in the back of the mouth. Pepper, black pepper, is very transparent in there. Not super spiky with that vinegar, like we've seen in a lot of kind of standard pepper sauces. I almost would have liked to have seen a little bit more. I would say that this is a tiny bit more forgettable than some of them. I think it needs more salt. I think it needs maybe some apple cider vinegar in it. But it definitely has a good spice factor. And I think it would be a very non-offensive hot sauce to most people who just want a little spice, but not necessarily a change in flavor profile, which is what sometimes we do with hot sauces, especially in the ration community. But yeah, it's not bad. Could be a little bit better with a few tweaks, but not bad at all. So there we go, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's, kind of episode here. I greatly appreciate you guys, sticking around, watching these dumb videos. If you've tried any of these particular brands or items that I've shown you today, I'd love to hear what you thought of them. In the comments below, let me know. And then leave suggestions for future videos. Always love hearing those. If you'd like to see something reviewed on the channel, the P.O. Box is in the description, as well as a Patreon link if you'd like to, it's fine. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to. And like and subscribe. And that's all. We'll see you on the next one.